Hi guys, I'm Abby Schlupp and I am going to explain animation. This should be fun. Fair warning, I am not exactly a so-called professional, but you know what, let's just jump right into this one. So, I'm sure you're all familiar with certain cartoon characters like Gromit from Wallace and Gromit, Bill Cipher, Marvin the Martian. I think there was another character from Monsters, Inc. near the beginning that didn't have a mouth either, but honestly, I can't name them all off, but those are the ones I could name at the top of my head. Now, I know what you're thinking. Abby, what do all these characters have in common? Well, guess what? They don't have mouths! Well, and you're also thinking, Abby, come on. They obviously need mouths in order to talk. Like, that's just silly. And to that I say, no you don't. Because there are other ways you can communicate through a character. Oh my gosh, really? Yes, really. So, I just sound really weird there. I apologize. So, the first thing, eyebrows. The eyebrows are pretty much the backbone to communicating a character without a mouth. So, here's their normal look. I should probably just shrink that down a bit. There we go. Their eyes are pretty much your main source of communication if you want to use a character who doesn't have a mouth. This, dang it. This is more like a excited sort of look. Right there. Bam. Communication through the eyes. Ooh, and this one. Oh boy, they're pissed. You better run. Ah! The animator on YouTube right now that honestly uses this that I really admire, Rebecca Parham. Honestly, she is like the most how do I put this? She is one of the most talented people I know on YouTube that knows how to communicate a character through like her storytelling and her character's body language. Okay, now this one's interesting. So you do this. Aha! Demon eyes! Woohoo! Put a little bit right there. There we go. Now another thing. Here, let's just merge those together. Body language. So, you need... Here's my little stick figure. I'm not exactly Lauren Foster, so here's your stick figure. I just made that look really wrong. I'm sorry. Anyways, there's a stick figure. Here is an exhausted looking stick figure. I cannot draw today. Here is an exhausted looking stick figure. With some little Z's. Oh boy. That's gonna be cut out later. Anyways. And here you have a dead stick figure. And here you got an excited looking stick figure, like, yay, I'm happy. Which brings me to my next point. Lines and stuff. Your lines are actually a good way to tell if you're like shouting or upset or angry. So here, let me just draw another circle here. I had a design teacher tell me that lines are actually a way of showing a emotion. See, here you got angry. You got someone shouting. This person here is more like, ooh, I'm high as a kite right now. Anyways, I had a design teacher tell me that lines do tend to have emotions depending on how you use them. Like, you got like happy, angry, confused. So, lines are sort of a thing. Here, we'll just. Lines are like sort of a representation of a person's thoughts and emotions. How long have I been recording? I should probably wrap this up after this. So, a person's thoughts and emotions, if you look at the old-time cartooning characters, you could just see like the steam or the smoke coming out of their ears when they're angry. That's actually an animator's way of portraying emotion, especially back in like the 30s and the 40s and the 20s. Like, because you don't hear, because they didn't have talking pictures back then, you needed to communicate through lines and emotions and body language, which honestly so many animators take for granted nowadays, especially with 3D animation. Like, if you look at the 2D animations from like our parents' time and our grandparents' time, then you get like all these little lines and triggers and all this stuff. But I find with most of today's 3D animation, the body language and the emotion doesn't really portray through a character that often. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. This is how you can actually communicate a character without actually using a mouth. You got the eyebrows, you got the body language, you can use these little lines. Without a mouth, you actually get more movement depending on a theater's budget or a studio's budget. Like, that's just intense, man. Anyways, I'm Abby Schlupp and I'm signing out, so I really need an outro. Coming down with the cold. So, see you later. Bye. I'll figure out one for next video.